Welcome to the Everything Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be recapping the 12th Doctor Chronicles that were released between 2021 and 2024, similar to the 11th Doctor Chronicles, which, if you're listening to this episode, released yesterday. If you're watching this episode, not quite sure in which order episodes are going to be released, especially with the amount of Big Finish recaps I'm doing recently, and there's a lot more still to come. Then he finished all the Doctors, but then we've got all the spin-offs as well to do. So, the 12th Doctor Chronicles. But before I do, I'm recording this episode on the 17th of February 2026, and similar to the 11th Doctor Chronicles, we're not starting with the 12th Doctor Chronicle. We're not starting with Volume 1 or Series 1. We're starting off this time with Volume 2, because it goes from narration basically to full cast, and kind of it has an arc, and there's only two releases to talk about in this episode, so don't worry, Matt, it's not going to be another 40-minute episode because it's only two releases. So without further ado, let's get on and discuss the 12th Doctor Chronicles Volume 2 Time Jacked, which released in November 2021. And here's the synopsis. The Doctor's been time jacked. Rookie time agent Kira Sandstrom needs the Doctor's help, and she's prepared to go to extreme measures to get it. Unwillingly whisked away from St. Luke's University, the Doctor quickly discovers that being forced off Earth is only the start of his problems. We start off with Flight to Cassandra, written by Matt Fitton. The Doctor wants a peaceful afternoon playing guitar in his study. Kira wants the Doctor to take her from Earth to the planet Calandra. Reluctantly, the Doctor agrees, but when they arrive, Calandra isn't how Kira remembers. Something's gone very wrong. We then have Split Second, written by Lou Morgan. Oh dear, that wasn't meant to happen. We then have The Weight of History, written also by Lou Morgan. The Doctor built their planet and their people from nothing. The founder, rather, built their planet and their people from nothing. Their lives and their very world are dependent on the whims of the founder. All praise the founder. This set was recorded on the 19th to the 21st of May 2021 and stars Jacob Dudman as the 12th Doctor. And Benicia Barmer as Kira Sandstrom. So obviously Jacob Dudman for the Chronicles did also voice the 12th Doctor as well as the 11th and the 10th and 9th Doctors in previous sets as well. But obviously in this episode we're focusing on the 12th Doctor. So before I do spoil the 12th Doctor Chronicles Volume 2 Time Jacked, here's the trailer.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, the 12th Doctor Chronicles, Time Jacked.
You're not Mardo.
No, I'm Kira. Kira Sandstrom.
What are they?
Oh, he's here! Finally!
Calandra had made advances in matter transmission and replication. What sorcery is this?
You've both got sleeping doppelgangers. What is this, planet of the clones?
What happened? This is all wrong.
Oh, you spotted that, did you?
Where's all this smoke coming from?
A series of lesser rearrangements.
What is it now?
More of them. Sector 15.
More! No, we can't possibly cope with any more.
Calling all sweepers, wherever you are. Prepare to receive new instructions.
So cute. So cute.
I've been waiting for you for a very long time.
I don't know who's more arrogant. Kira taking liberties with temporal technology, or you thinking you could handle it.
So shut it down!
I can't! The alarms mean we're already past critical.
The telescreen on the side of the plaza, look!
No, not today. It doesn't happen today.
I'm not permitted to look. It is as it has always been, sir. Please, please.
Nice, Mammoth. Nice, Mammoth.
All hail the founder!
Thanks to you, we're standing on the thinnest ice over the deepest, coldest river you can imagine.
Except these aren't cracks in ice. They're cracks in time. No, I can't reach you! The floor's breaking up!
Just hold on. I'll come to you. I'll get to you.
I'm curious to see what he does next.
Big Finish. We love stories.
See you on the other side.
That was the trailer for the 12th Doctor Chronicles Volume 2 Time Jacked. I don't remember much of this, not because it wasn't any good, it's because it's been a while since I listened. So what I will focus on is kind of what I mentioned in the 11th Doctor Chronicles recap, where kind of, yes, it's Jacob Dudman playing the 12th Doctor, but don't put that off you listening to this, because as you heard in the trailer, you wouldn't know. You would think it's Peter Capaldi, which is amazing. Kind of his skills being an impressionist and doing all the Doctors that Jake's done. Obviously, primarily the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th Doctors, but I don't know if he did the 9th. He definitely did 10, 11, and 12, and kind of in one of the stories in the 11th Doctor Chronicles, he had to voice other Doctors as well, so definitely a skill. But kind of this kind of is set within Series 10, so obviously Clara has the Doctor no longer remembers Clara and has met Nardole and Bill, and kind of is set during Series 10. Obviously, the final season featuring Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor, but kind of is an interesting story because kind of similar to what I said about Valerie in the 11th Doctor Chronicles, the 12th Doctor Chronicles has a similar thing with Kira being a Big Finish original companion, but kind of we know where the 12th Doctor ends up and has to regenerate at the end of the 2017 Christmas special Twice Upon a Time, but kind of we don't know what Kira's story is and where she finishes, and kind of it's a great starting point. So if you've not listened to any, I think this kind of is really the only 12th Doctor content. I think out of all the Doctors at Big Finish, the 12th Doctor has had the least amount of content, but hopefully that changes soon. More on that at the end of the episode. But this wasn't the only Doctor Chronicles range release to feature the 12th Doctor, because actually the last box set to feature Jacob Dudman as any of the Doctors was the 12th Doctor Chronicles Volume 3, You Only Die Twice, which was released in March 2024. So we waited 2.5 years for this between Time Jacked and You Only Die Twice. And here's the synopsis. Agent Who, when the Time Agency faces its greatest threat, Kira Sandstrom knows there's only one man for the job, but saving the universe is one thing, keeping Agent Doctor in line is a far more impossible mission. We start off with Sunstrike, written by Georgia Cook. His clients have conquered millions of worlds, his weapons have ended billions of lives, but his private resort has a sort of security system that only trillions of credits can buy. Not even the Time Agency can bring the Quartermasters to justice, which is why Kira's enlisted a new recruit. The Doctor has faced many villains, but this time will have to become one. We then have Never the End, Never the End is, rather, written by Ben Tetz. Come to collect. Everyday pilgrims seek absolution at the Basilica of Marisol. Like the painter who sees impossible things, or the stranger who remembers people she's never met, or the time agents trapped in the town that time forgot. But Christoph Haseman will have no absolution. Once he's made a deal, at last the devil has. We then have the title story, You Only Die Twice, written by Theo Thruway. This time it's personal. This set was recorded on the 29th and 30th of September and 1st of December 2023, and stars Jacob Dudman as the 12th Doctor, as well as Phoenicia Palmer as Kira Sandstrom. So before I do spoil the 12th Doctor Chronicles Volume 3, You Only Die Twice, here's the trailer.
Kira Sandstrom, don't you dare.
From Big Finish Productions.
Welcome to the Time Agency, Agent Doctor.
The 12th Doctor Chronicles, You Only Die Twice.
I'm assuming you're the intern?
The Time Marshal, head of Time Command.
Ah, good. The chief idiot. Paradroid Prime. I was just looking for the gift shop when you're...
Ah, silence! This time there is nowhere to run. Even now, we fill every corner of the human's fortress.
What, even the gift shop?
This creature has disrespected you.
What would you expect me to do? Not talk to him?
No, Mr. Destructo, I expect you to kill him.
Father Mightinger! Please! Save him!
Christoph, the hour approaches. He is coming.
What could be far worse than the devil?
The lake.
Because you can't swim.
Because it's dead. Like everything else here. I want a moment alone with Christoph. I need to know more about his inner demons.
All right, Eleanor. Looks like you're my date. Good luck, Doctor.
Take a pew. Let's talk about your artistic influences.
We can explain.
Yes, not to worry. We're not common criminals like you. In fact, we are time agents.
Seriously. There's bodyguards everywhere, not to mention all of the deadliest people in the universe.
Oh, Kira, you see, it pays to be in the know. And there's something I know about the Quartermaster that you clearly don't.
What's that?
He always adds a silent mode.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
So that was the trailer for the 12th Doctor Chronicles Volume 3, You Only Die Twice, which obviously follows on from Time Jacked. And similar to the second box set featuring the 11th Doctor and Valerie, this kind of we get to really see, and you heard a bit of it in the trailer there, of the dynamic between the 12th Doctor and Kira, because obviously a Big Finish companion, this being the final set of the 12th Doctor Chronicles and the 12th Doctor at Big Finish in this form. More on that in a minute. But yeah, kind of you see that, and you hear kind of how the 12th Doctor, or the Doctor in general, treats people and calls them, you heard it in the trailer, about idiots and things, and gets annoyed by multiple people. But yeah, kind of, again, it's been a while since I've listened to it. I've probably not listened to it since it's been released, so I don't remember much about it. But yeah, kind of a very good ending to Jacob Dudman's time at Big Finish. He's now kind of he chose to left Big Finish to become more of a TV and film actor, which he has, because I think he's in the revival of Scrubs I noticed him in. So I might just have to watch it just to see. That's what I tend to do, especially if it's Doctor Who actors in things. I tend to watch this just to see what they're like. Yes, this was the end of the Doctor Chronicles. Obviously talked about the 11th Doctor Adventures at the end of the last episode. If you're listening to these episodes, watching, I'm not so sure, but kind of with Big Finish creating the 11th Doctor Adventures, we've also got the 12th Doctor Adventures, which is unique in that it is being show ran by the same team that wrote that were in charge of the 11th Doctor Chronicles. So obviously Alfie Shaw being kind of the showrunner. But this is an interesting release pattern. But before I get to that, here is the synopsis for kind of the 12th Doctor Adventures Series 1, Run Fast, Be Kind. After a chance encounter at the end of time, the Doctor has a new friend and a new mission. History is full of people who need help and the evils to be fought. The universe needs the Doctor and Ash. So actually, there are some similarities to the 11th Doctor Chronicles and this series of the 12th Doctor Adventures, is that it's set within a gap. The 11th Doctor Chronicles, the Adventures with Valerie takes place between the Snowmen, so the 2012 Christmas special, and the first episode in 2013 titled The Bells of St. John. And this series of the 12th Doctor Adventures takes place between the 2015 Christmas special, The Husbands of River Song, and the 2016 Christmas special, The Return of Doctor Who. Basically asks the question, what was the 12th Doctor up to during that chapter? But this set was recorded between the 27th and 29th of October and the 3rd to the 5th of November 2025, and stars John Coleshaw as Big Finish's newest 12th Doctor and Gwyneth Evans as Ash Wilton. But that's not the most interesting thing about the 12th Doctor Adventures. It is that they are weekly releases. So the first story in the set is titled The Second Death, written by Alfie Shaw. We then have The Broken Man, written by Roshana Patel. We then have The Beautiful and the Damned, written by Catherine White. Then we have Wings of Steel, written by Alfie Shaw, based on a story by Alex Hewitt. Then we have Duty of Care, written by Kristen Markham. And then we finish off with The Second Death of the Daleks, written by Alfie Shaw. So obviously with that, the Daleks will appear in this, which is interesting because we didn't get like a full-on Dalek epic with the 12th Doctor. So we start off with the Second Death, and these episodes are being released alongside July and August 2026, 3 episodes each month, and they will be released weekly, which is an interesting format that kind of Big Finish haven't really done. They only did it with Sherlock Holmes until obviously it proved popular, so they've now done it with the 12th Doctor Adventures. So what that does mean is we basically get 2 box sets smudged into 6 weeks. Whereas like the 11th Doctor Adventures, we've got the first set in March 2026 and the second set would assume be later on this year. I would assume, yeah, I think if they'd already recorded it, that it probably would be released this year. So obviously they don't need months and months of post-production, unlike some of the other so like TV and film. So yeah, so that's kind of it. So we know what the future of the 12th Doctor Big Finish is but yeah, kind of as of time of recording and when this episode releases, we won't. This won't have released, unlike maybe the 11th Doctor Adventures. So kind of we're all in the same boat, and looking forward to listening to it when it is released in July and August 2026. In the comments below, let me know what you thought of the 12th. I was about to say 11th. It's not the 12th Doctor Chronicles featuring Jacob Dudman as the 12th Doctor, as well. If you're looking forward to the 12th Doctor Adventures featuring John Coleshaw as the 12th Doctor, put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well as what you thought of my recap if you haven't been able to listen to any of those. But without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.